Hi guys, so we're gonna see how to install Ubuntu onto a laptop using a bootable media that we make. So go ahead and open Google Chrome. Now search for Ubuntu. Now the first website, you can go ahead and click on download there. Just accept those and download Ubuntu desktop. So you have two options. You can either download the Ubuntu server or the desktop. So we'll go with the Ubuntu server. So there's one which is 24.04 LTS. LTS is the long-term service edition. And if you want to keep yourself really up to date, you can go ahead with the 24.10. But I would suggest that you go for the LTS version because it has more support and you can download it. So there's one thing with the Ubuntu website, the downloads are really slow at times based on where you're located at. So what I would suggest is that you use a torrent client to download it as a torrent. So now let's download Rufus first. So Rufus is the USB tool that will make the Ubuntu ISO bootable. So we download Rufus to the same location where we put the ISO file, and let me go and show you. Now you see how slow the Ubuntu download is. So what we will do is we will fire up the same website that we went to download Ubuntu. You click on Ubuntu there, and you click on download, and you go ahead and select download Ubuntu desktop, and you see something called checkout alternate downloads. You see alternative downloads. So this will give you the alternative download options. So click on that and you see something called BitTorrent. So that will give you the magnetic link or the torrent file that you can use to download. So I am going to download 24.4 LTS. So click on the desktop variant. I'm downloading the 24.10. Now you can use any BitTorrent client to open the torrent file that you have downloaded. So I'm going to use QBitTorrent, which is an open source one, and select the location where you want to download it, and OK. Now when you should be able to see at what speeds you were downloading before, which was like at 200 kbps or something that was downloading. Now if you look at it, it's downloading at, you see, close to around 450 megabytes per second. So once that's done, you click and open the Rufus software. Now once you've inserted the pen drive that you're going to use to make it bootable, you can either use an 8 gig or 16 gigabyte one. So once you've installed it, hit select and select the ISO there and start. Write it in ISO mode recommended, that one, and OK, and make sure you back up everything because anything on the USB is going to be erased permanently. So make sure you make a backup of it and click start. So I'm going to fast forward it to the end. You have to wait until the whole process is completed based on how fast your USB is. As you can see, once it's done, you keep the USB drive connected and boot into the BIOS. To bring up the USB as the first one. To boot into the BIOS, it differs from key to key. It's mostly the function 2 key while you turn on your laptop, and you can bring the boot order to the first for the Ubuntu one. So once you're done with that, you can just boot directly into Ubuntu. Now once you have directly booted into Ubuntu, you can click and connect to your Wi-Fi and go ahead, click next, and that should let you go through the process. Give it some time, click install, interactive install, and then default selection, and select those two options, third-party software and download install support for additional media formats. So that'll help you have most of the drivers. Now what you're going to do is erase disk and install Ubuntu. Give a name for the account that you're going to be using and give a username and a password. So these are not the recommended settings, but I'm gonna give what's easy for me here. So once you have that done, confirm the password, and now I don't want Ubuntu to ask me for a password when it logs in, so next, click next and next. So once you've confirmed the changes, you just have to wait until the whole process is complete. So I'm going to speed it up so that you don't have to wait here. Once that's done, you can click on restart now. Now Ubuntu will ask you to remove the USB drive that's inserted. So when it does, you will have to remove it and then press enter. Now you wait for the laptop to boot up patiently, because this varies from device to device. Give it some time to boot up and it should load up all the hardware and drivers. There you go. Ubuntu is pretty fast, and it's one of the most community supported operating systems, so this would be like a great place for you to even start learning Linux and use Linux. So if you like the video, please hit like and subscribe guys, it helps me a lot. Thanks for watching guys, and I hope I can see you in the next one as well.